Yes. Now we're live.
Okay, cool.
Okay, interesting. So, hello AE fam and welcome to Ayo and Evo Entertainment. You're welcome to this live chat. And today we'll be talking about different things, different interesting topics about the coronavirus and how it's affecting us, how our governments are responding, how it's affecting both Africa and Europe. And we'll also want to hear your experiences and what your countries are doing to take care of this situation. So with me is Ayo. Welcome, Ayo.
Thank you very much once again. We actually started like two minutes ago, but we didn't go
Exactly.
live because it's our first time using this platform. So yeah, we beg your
Yeah, this is
pardon.
our first time using this platform. So I didn't click the live button and we were just talking and I just clicked it now.
We're talking to ourselves. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for like joining in on the live. And
Mhm.
today, like Evan said, we're going to be talking about how the coronavirus, how this pandemic is affecting Africa and Europe. It's really, I will be touching more on Africa. Presently, I'm in Lagos, Nigeria. And yeah, to be honest with you, I would just say I'm good, because of course, okay, I'm good. I'm at home. I'm trying to stay safe, reduce going out. But when I look at the news, daily, it really started into my heart at the number of cases that Africa now has. We now have over 26,000 cases all across Africa. That is really high. And out of the 54 countries in Africa, we have two countries that are totally free of like no single case of coronavirus. And that is good news. That is Comoros and Lesotho. And I hope and I pray that they never have any, cases of coronavirus, honestly. And we have Egypt as the highest with
I
over
don't know,
three.
but the sound is not so good, Ayo. I think you should check.
The sound, really,
Yes.
like,
Am I the only one hearing her somehow? Can you hear me very well?
yes, I can hear you well.
Okay, I think now I can hear you better.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay, yes, it's good now.
Okay, maybe I should speak slower.
Okay, let me welcome some people to the chat. I can
Okay.
see Princess Emiliana. Hello, how are you? We're fine, we're fine. HC says, aren't you in the same place? No, we're not. Ayor is in Lagos, and I am presently stuck in Poland.
Yeah.
And Delhi Bosboro says, Merhaba, Africanin. Oh, in English, it means hello,
Merhaba.
African, Nigerian, beautiful girls. How are you? We're fine. Thank
Yes,
you. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Guys, comment and let us know where you are presently. Where are you being
Yeah.
stuck? Which part of the world are you stuck in? Let us know in the comment section. Okay.
Yes.
So Ayo, you were talking about the corona pandemic in Africa,
Yes.
and you said that some places, a lot of places have been affected, but some two countries are not affected.
Exactly.
So now,
Exactly. Let's talk about Mars.
when you compare the statistics in Europe and in Africa, the cases are way more in Europe than in Africa. Like for example, in Europe there are over 1 million cases of coronavirus now, whereby it's way lesser in Africa. Why do you think this is happening? Do you think maybe black people are have antibodies against the coronavirus? Maybe most black people have antibodies against it.
Oh, that was the news that came out at first when like there was the outbreak of the virus. That was what people were saying, that maybe people with a darker skin or with melanin are somehow immune to this. But from the statistic, as at today, we can see that it is pure. I don't want to say the word, but let's say it's a pure lie that Africans are immune to this. Of course, the numbers are higher in Europe, and I feel that it was because of the rate at which people travel between Europe. You know, in Europe, they have like the Schengen areas tend to have a free entry policy. Like there's a border free policy. So if I enter Germany with the same visa, I can still go to France. And so I feel it travels faster that way. But in Africa, it's only some certain regions. Like I am from West Africa, so with the West African passport, I can go to other West African nations, but I can't go to other African countries. So I feel this kind of help limit the spread of the virus, because the virus spreads by one going out, and that's why they're saying stay home often, keep the distance if you tend to go out. So we're not immune. That's pure lie. But the only thing is, I think as at that period of time, less Africans probably travel, maybe.
Okay. So in Lagos presently, there are active cases, and what do you think the government is doing about it? Do you think the government is doing enough to curb the situation?
In Lagos, we have, as at last week, the cases were just a little above 200. And as of yesterday, we've had over 800 cases. So this is like increasing drastically. But I feel like the government is not doing enough, because the test is not free here in Nigeria. I don't know about other African countries. Let us know, the test, like the coronavirus test, is it free there? Because here in Nigeria, you have to pay a very huge amount of money to be able to undergo a coronavirus test. Imagine spending over, probably, according to what I heard, over 1 million naira, which is about maybe $2,000 or so for a coronavirus test. I'd rather keep that money and keep myself safe and go to the grocery store, buy enough food, and just sit in my house, than to go and give a hospital a whole $2,000 because I just want to test myself. You know, so I feel like the government is not doing enough as per the tests that are being carried out. Only the people in government in power have the capacity to actually go have themselves tested.
Yeah. Someone is asking, Mohar Jr. is asking, how much is the number in cases in Africa? Presently, there are over 12,000 cases in Africa. And yes,
26,000 cases. 26,000.
26,000.
Yes, all across Africa, about 26,000. I'm saying even just Egypt has over 3,200 cases, coupled with South Africa, Morocco, after that coming as the third highest, and we have Algeria as the fourth highest. The countries with the lowest numbers are like Seychelles with just like 11 cases, Gambia has like 10 cases. You get, so yeah, there are some that have very low cases, and even two with zero. Lesotho and Comoros, 0 cases. So
Wow.
26 is high, and over 6,000 people have recovered, but we have over 1,200 people that have died in Africa due to the coronavirus.
Now, this is another thing that a lot of people are complaining about, that okay, governments in Africa, African governments are saying that Africans should stay home and not go to work because of the coronavirus situation.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
are they providing any alternatives to support people? Because
Now
people are
that
not
is
able to
where
go out, people are not able to
that is
do
what
their
the
businesses.
craziness. That's what the craziness like comes in. That is where I get really upset, because most people, I won't say most people, but the day-to-day average person earns their money on a daily basis. What do I mean by this? You have laborers, people that work in maybe factories, they get paid per hour. You understand? People that sell things like on the streets, maybe they're selling biscuits or they're selling water or they're selling something, they earn their money on a daily basis. You get what I'm trying to say? So
Yes.
these laborers, these market women, how do you expect them to fend for themselves and their family if you're saying they should stay at home? It's not a problem to stay at home, but what is the solution that the government is providing? Zilch, nothing. According to the news, you hear them saying that yes, you're gonna give some money like that to
Mhm.
people in areas that are affected, but no single person has given a testimony to this. It is individuals like celebrities, like AY, they're the ones doing their own personal giveaways to people. When I check on Instagram, you see different giveaways, but by individuals. By individuals.
Hmm.
So people
Okay,
are
so
really suffering now.
this is just in Nigeria. We want to know how the government is responding in other countries. So, guys, in the comment section, let us know how the government is responding to coronavirus and how are they responding to their citizens? Are they providing any aids in your country? Let us know.
Yeah, because I heard something. I don't, but we don't know how true. If anybody's watching from the UK, I saw a video saying that UK government was delivering aid and food to different households, but we don't know how true it is. The media. It's a really powerful tool to get information out there, but sometimes the information can be tampered with. Sometimes in the process of disseminating an information, it could get tampered with, or they can make you see just the aspect they want you to see. So it's really, really difficult to judge, except someone can say, yes, yes, I live in the UK and in my district and in my home, I received food. Or I know a friend of mine, maybe in Manchester City, who actually received food. If there's anybody like that right now watching or joining later, and let us know the situation in your countries and if the government is actually doing anything.
So someone is asking, his name is Olawale Kende. He's asking, are you sure they are collecting money for coronavirus test in Lagos?
I am 100% sure because, okay, I'll tell you how. Since you're Kenny, the name sounds very Nigerian and Yoruba, I guess. You would know Davido, right? Davido had a concert he was supposed to do in the United States of America. And you know how Davido moves? He moves usually with his whole crew, which is about 30, the 30 billion gang. They all move together and with his girlfriend as well. So this guy he had to cancel his show and he had to come back to Nigeria. And he did test for everybody, himself, his whole 30 billion crew, his baby, his wife, and Chioma was infected. He was the only one who was infected. So this is the gist that we heard. They paid very high amount of money, and that is why I mean that this thing is only kind of accessible to. If it was accessible to me, you think I wouldn't have gone?
Yeah.
I would have, but I just feel like it's better for me to keep safe and keep my money for now till they make it reasonable enough. And that's why I feel like right now Nigeria is not yet serious on this thing because the more people can get tested, the more we would really know the impact the pandemic is having on us here in Nigeria and in Africa as a whole.
Sure.
You have Turkey running over 20,000 free tests like every day. You understand what I'm saying? So it's easier for them to know if the numbers are increasing or not. You cannot just wait for people to bring in their personal money and expect the figures to be accurate. It cannot be accurate.
Sure.
So, Evan, you tell us about Europe now, the what is going on, how the measures, is there an emergency budget there in Poland, by the government to aid its citizens or something?
Okay, presently Europe is one of the hot centers for the coronavirus, and like I said before, there are over a million cases around across Europe, and there are people dying every day. We see Italy, Spain. France, these are the highest number of cases, and it's mostly because they are being tested every day, and they're tracking people that have the virus with other people that they've been exposed to. So presently, there's a lot of testing going on, and they're trying to fish out people according to the chain. And a lot of countries closed their borders very early. For example, Poland closed their borders in March 14, which is over a month ago, and both the air and the land borders, so nobody can come in or nobody can go out. And in the buses also, you cannot sit with another person. There should be a social distance. Just some weeks ago, you could not go to places easily, like you can only go to the pharmacy or to buy foodstuffs. But gradually, it's not like things are getting better, but the government
Mm-hmm.
are trying to unfreeze the economy, because they're going at a loss every single day. So
Definitely.
a lot of European countries are now trying to unfreeze the economy and try to reopen it. For example, Netherlands is opening their primary schools very soon in May. Germany also is opening some businesses and saying people should start trying to go back to work. So yes, they're trying to do that, but
Yeah.
the problem is they're trying to not hurt the economy further, but will this cause a second wave of infection? That is the question. That okay, we want the economy to be better very soon, but if this happens, would it be the wrong choice to make? Would it make the
Yeah.
infections way more? And for now, there are no vaccines available, and there is no cure till now. So that is the question we're asking. Are these right now? We don't know what is right to do or what is wrong to do. There's still a lot of trials and errors going on.
But if one hand, like link it to the past, I remember Netherlands was one of the latest like countries, like they were really late to close their borders, and they really felt the impact.
Till now, they've not closed their borders to Germany even. Germany and Netherlands border is still open. And when you talk about closing borders, like Sweden was very, very lenient, and now they are seeing the effect, because
Okay.
they just closed visitation to old people's homes, but they were still allowing people to go to restaurants, to still go to work, and children go to school, and their cases increased drastically.
Wow, 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 wow. I don't know, but for me, I think it should always be lives over money. It is,
Hmm.
we need money to survive, true, but at the end of the day, health is truly wealth. All they have to do as a government is to go into the reserve. Basically, I'm sure every country in the world should have a source of, reserve for its citizens in case there's a crisis or something. Because nobody saw this coming. 2020 in my mind as at 2019, I was like, oh my God, 2020 is gonna be the year of massive, you know, miracles and awesomeness, and people, hustling and grinding and getting their paychecks, and this whole thing just kind of swept all those dreams under the carpet. But I just want to
Mhm.
encourage people today. You see, in difficult times, that is when the courageous will thrive. That is when creatives will thrive. Let's say, for example, you're watching right now and you're just bored, and you're going with that stupid challenge, bored in the house, something, something, something bored. Honestly, I'm sure when you are working, once in a while you'll be like, oh, I wish I could have like a month of vacation. Well, this is your month of vacation.
Yeah.
take it, because it's the intention you put behind something that would give the reality that you want to experience. Of course, there's
Mm-hmm.
nothing we personally can do about the coronavirus because it is beyond us, but there's something that we can do about how we internalize it and how we decide as Africa, as Europe, as US, wherever you're watching from, how we decide to internalize it and give off some vibe to the universe, to other people. So be kind to people. Don't go saying, "Oh, Chinese people are the most wicked," because I've been seeing a lot of things on that and things like this.
Speaking of Chinese people, Mohar Jr. is asking, China to be blamed for the COVID-19? Is it true?
According to the news, yes. But when it comes to politics, politics is a very, very like wavy kind of game. It is difficult for you that you're at the back and you're just getting pumped with information to know exactly what is going on the ground. Here in Nigeria, there's a proverb that says, when two elephants are fighting, it is the grass that suffers. So this is a political battle. This is a political weapon to probably, according to the theorists, conspiracy theorists, to depopulate the world, to create a first world order like China. You know, China is a communist country to actually take over the world. You know, so there's so many theories and there's so many things. Sometimes it's true that someone can produce something, but for someone else. I might be a producer. For example, Apple. We all know the Apple phone is not a Chinese company. It's not but they do all Apple phones in China from the US. So I'm saying there's a clause, there's a possibility that yes, it is China that did the virus, and there's a possibility that it's another country that knows that China has the manpower to do it, and will pay them, do it for us, and they buy it.
Now, I want to make some contribution to that. Okay, according to what we know, the virus started in Wuhan, China. And of course, there are a lot of theories surrounding the coronavirus. But if we look into history, like SARS and the Middle East respiratory
As a virus. Yeah,
yes, a lot of coronaviruses, because it's a family of viruses.
yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
coronaviruses in the past came from China also. But the problem I have now is, okay, I don't let's say we don't know where exactly it came from. But presently, Chinese people are blaming black people that we are the cause of the virus. And we've seen several videos on the internet whereby Chinese people are blaming Africans and stopping them from entering into restaurants, hospitals, and police people are harassing black people. So this is very, very sad, and this really makes us think that what exactly is happening. Because when this case started, a lot of Chinese people and Asian people in general were facing racism because of it. And even Trump called it Chinese virus, and people accused him of being racist because of that. But now we're seeing these same Chinese people that are fighting against racism that is being directed to them, now pointing fingers at black people as the cause of the pandemic.
It's like it's a propaganda because you know what they say, like hurts people. So they are hurt in a way, and instead of finding a solution, the next thing is to play the blame game. And because in history, Africans, blacks in general, are always kind of being the subject of oppression. So it is like a natural way to seek like gratification and ease by putting it onto someone else. And we know how the history books are. Once they start shouting it is blacks, 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 and Google starts putting it on that it's blacks, 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 you'll be shocked that in the next 10, 20 years, our children, 100 years from time, they might be looking back at coronavirus because of the misinformation going on now and being recorded as true that it was probably by blacks. So they might have an agenda for coming out to saying it is blacks, so that it will be wiped up from people's lips that it's no more China and people will start turning to blacks. But we know the truth, and on any platform you see something like that, always air your truth. Don't just go, oh, okay, they said it's blacks, but we know it's not black, whatever. No, go on the comment section, type your, like, let them know that no, according to this book, it is not, so that the media will eventually take things like this down. They are heresies.
Okay, guys, we're asking before to tell us where you are presently. Like Mohar Junior, where are you guys presently? HC was saying he's in Germany and you want to meet us. Oh, thank you so much. So, what is the situation like in Germany? Let
Thank
us
you.
know, and let us know how you're coping with the situation. Is the government doing anything to support you? Are they doing anything to help you out? So guys, let us know, where are you presently and how are you coping with this situation?
You can join. You can send an invite if there's someone who wants to. If you want to join on the conversation and come on live with us, we can send. You can just request it in the
If
comment
you want
section.
to come on live, just tell us and then we would join you. So let's talk about China. Now we see that China is constantly harassing Africans,
Black.
China,
Yeah.
black people in
Yeah.
China. But
Yeah.
when we come to Africa, there are a lot of Chinese people in different parts of Africa that have businesses, mostly businesses. Like Chinese people are in Africa for business. And to the best of my knowledge, we treat these people well. We treat them like kings in Africa. But our brothers and our sisters in Africa are being treated so badly, so badly. How do you think we can solve this issue?
Okay, so speaking with a friend of mine yesterday, and it's going to be very, very difficult to say, or to say no, no more Chinese, we don't want their stuff, don't do this, we don't do this. You know why?
Why?
Here in Nigeria, we are not really producing anything, because most of the time we focus on the problem instead of the root cause of that problem. The problem, okay, Chinese people, maybe they did the coronavirus, they hate blacks, they do this, they do this. But the root cause is the fact that we as Africans are not really equipped to take care of ourselves. That is
Mm-hmm.
the root cause. We can also, if we can solve the root cause, the problem, the underlying problem, and create more companies here in Africa that produce things, we can produce food for ourselves, then China is going to run out of business. When they run out of business, as a consumer to a supplier, the supplier sees that the consumer can take care of itself, it's going to be humble and try to renegotiate that, please, can we go into business again? This time our terms are going to be better. Maybe now you can come to our country without visa. You understand what I'm saying? So it's now be symbiotic relationship in according to biology, whereby you mutually benefit um the relationship. Right now, Africa, China, we are experiencing a very, very parasitic one, you know, because here in Africa, we have not solved the problem. Even if we say we're wearing made in Africa clothes, right? How many of these clothes are truly made in Africa? The machines that are used to sew these clothes are being imported, the threads, the needles being used, even the fabric is being imported from China. The only thing is the manpower that we're empowering the African tailor to do that. You know what I'm saying? So Africans cannot keep being angry for what someone is doing to us or what we think people are doing to us, because this is not going to solve anything. The clothes we wear, the shoes, we have Italian shoes. You can't just say, oh, I'm angry with Italian people today, I'm going to throw away my Italian shoes. I feel like this is a world, you know what we preach on Ayo and Evan? We preach love, we preach say no to racism. So I'm not going to come here. Of course, I know that China might have caused us a lot of harm, but the solution is not inventing hatred. Oh, China, what the hell did you do this? Pointing fingers. Let us look back at home as well. Let us look into our government. What are they doing to empower our people? What am I doing? This is what I am doing to preach the good news, you know, to preach encouragement. If you are an African investor and you're watching, don't go to China and go and set up a company. Set it up in your backyard. Empower the youth. You understand what I'm trying to say? If we're going to be making clothes, let's start making clothes locally. Let's start planting cotton. If you know what is cotton, let's start empowering farmers and paying them well, not below the poverty line.
Yeah.
Because manual workers are being paid so badly here that people are not happy to do this manual jobs. And these manual jobs in Africa are the same manual jobs in Europe that people are being well paid for. In Africa, you just give a hairdresser a very tiny amount of money, but if you can make hair in Europe, you know how many euros people collect? So let us empower ourselves, even as an individual. As you're sitting at home now, start thinking, what can I do to empower my nation? Even if I go out there and collect knowledge, schooling knowledge, how am I going to help build my home? How am I going to help build Africa? That is what we should be thinking about. How can I invest? How can I buy less? Because if you say, oh, we hate China, if you go to stores, all the things you're still going to buy there are still imported from China. So indirectly, if you don't go online and order from China directly, your local supermarket is going to order from China, and you're going to go there and you're going to buy it. So the problem is not going to be solved. It's not going to be solved except we start solving it internally.
Okay, I know there's a lot individuals can do to empower ourselves and help us. Now let's talk about the government, African government. African government has a huge role to play in the development of our countries. So now, in my opinion, a lot of African governmental people are looking for what they can gain.
Just 1 second, please. Just a second.
Okay. Okay. As I was saying, let's talk about the African governments. And a lot of African governments are being right not to develop our countries. We're talking about China coming to Africa to exploit Africa. But why is this happening? It's because our governments are selling us out for cheap. They're selling our stuffs. They are giving away our diamonds, our golds, our natural resources to these countries. To me, it's like colonialism again. It's like modern colonialism. So how is the government going to change this? Because we as individuals, we can do our part to make sure that Africa becomes better or we become self-sufficient. But how sure are we that our government, our own people, are not going to betray us over and over again?
Well, the beautiful thing is people grow old and they die. People grow old and they die. So the thing is, we might want the change right now, but it might take a while for this change to be effected. That is why I am advocating that people just start equipping themselves on a personal level. As youngsters watching right now and we speaking to you, we are truly the leaders of tomorrow. And if everybody right now can start, seeing how they can change Africa for the best, eventually those leaders that we're complaining about, they're going to be out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But then it might be recycled if we as the youth now don't work on ourselves and instead we just keep complaining. It might take a while for these guys in government, to, because it'll take a while, yes, but the truth is change will come about at the time it's supposed to come about when we are ready. It's like the pandemic. Nobody saw it coming. Nobody saw it coming. It just hit the world. So I believe that Africa, with unity, building up our strength, our skills, our talents, we would also sweep the world like with so much surprise. Everybody was like, oh my God, who knew Africa would be this powerful? Now that we know with the example of the coronavirus and nothing is impossible, I also believe in the possibility of Africa uniting and being a very, very strong continent. But the decision is up to us. It's up to you. I cannot change you. I can only influence you. But I can work on myself. That's why I'm saying that let us try to work on ourselves. How if you're selling something, are you cheating your neighbor? If you're cheating your neighbor right now, if you become the president, you're gonna cheat the country on a larger scale. You're going to cheat the citizens. This is how simple it is. When you go onto the bus, when you see elderly people, how kind are you? Do you stand up for them to sit, or you're just like, well, who cares? Who cares? Let them stand up. I also want to sit down. All the little things are going to be the ones to determine how Africa is going to change in the nearest future.
So I put a link in the comment section. Anyone that wants to join the chat should just click on the link, and then I would add you to the chat. If you want to talk about this and share your own personal opinions, just click the link. I put the link in the comment section, and then you'll just be directed here, and then I'll add you to the stream. If you want to share your opinions and discourse anything, just click the link, and I'll join you. Okay, so Aya has gone. Okay, so
Sorry. I'm back.
okay, welcome. Yes, I was just saying that for anyone that is watching and wants to join this discussion, they can click the link. I
Okay.
put the link in the comment section, and then you can join, and I'll add you to it.
Okay, cool. So guys, how are you keeping safe? How is the quarantine and chill going? Are you chilling? Hope you're not stressing. Hope you're not stressing because
So
this
this,
is gonna be over.
yeah. So this is the first one we're doing. Tomorrow also we'll be doing another one. So join us tomorrow also. And tomorrow is going to be a very hot topic. We'll be talking about France vaccination on African countries. And if you've watched the
Yeah.
video, French doctors are planning to take vaccines to Africa, the coronavirus test vaccines to Africa. So we'll be discussing about that, and we'll also be inviting several of you to join and air your views. So join us tomorrow also.
Yep. Oh well. I hope you're washing your hands, the fives, you know. Please stay
Hmm.
at home. Stay at home. We cannot emphasize that enough. Please stay at home as much as you can.
Mohar Jr. said he wants to join, but the link doesn't work for you.
I
I
think
think
you
I can
need to
see
have
someone.
either Chrome or Firefox.
Yes, to use this
You
to
need to have
join,
like Chrome.
you need to have Chrome. but I can see someone, Giando
or
19.
Firefox.
Let me join. Hello.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Where are you from?
Suriname, but I'm from the Netherlands.
Suriname. Okay. And you're living in the Netherlands right now.
I'm living in the Netherlands right now. Yes, I was
We
seeing you.
cannot. Okay, now
Goedemiddag.
Goedemiddag, goedemiddag.
Okay, thanks for joining us. So, tell
Of
us,
course.
how are you coping this period?
Well, I'm just home and it's affecting a lot of people, and that's it.
Okay.
Watching a lot
And
of videos.
and
okay, that work is done.
has coronavirus changed your plans in any way? Did you have plans before this pandemic?
I didn't have plans. I just felt like, yeah, plans wasn't made, but after this pandemic, something is behind this. And so she was talking about the African governments.
Yes, yes, we're coming to that.
Obviously,
Okay.
yes.
So, what do you have to say about the African government?
Well, my native roots is also, if you can see my skin color, it's the same. All those people, but all I want is like they come together for the own, not China to steal everything from their country. We was talking about they stealing your diamonds, giving away everything, and the natural resources. And my opinion on that is like they have to be careful what they're doing these days. As
Who?
us,
Africa or China?
China, and I'm also in the Netherlands. Very black people, much black people.
Hmm.
So that's it.
Okay. And how do you think what China is doing is right or wrong in the way they're treating Africans in China, blaming
Yeah,
black people
I,
for the coronavirus?
I saw that. I'll go put the shirt on. 1 second.
Okay. He wants to put a shirt on.
Yeah, it's not so nice. Yeah, I should put this there. Yes. Okay. Also, oh, I was watching a couple people talking about the question was again
The question was about how Chinese people are treating Africans right now in China.
in China. Yes, I saw that. I saw that video. So on CNN that they are putting at homes and don't give them food, and they're trying to make us look like every Chinaman is a weird people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw a video the other day, like a China woman from America.
Mm-hmm.
A man was talking that she was giving food to the African stores from America. And when I saw that, I was thinking like only there, I guess the China people is like racism towards our black skin.
Mm-hmm.
Is that's what I think.
But
And I don't really, no,
you
go
know
go.
you know
the
what?
sad part is racism in China especially didn't just start now. I've watched several videos about racism in China, and it's really, really bad. Whereby, as a black person, you cannot even work freely in China without being stared at by several people.
Yeah, that's
And
true. True.
yeah, exactly. And they've been facing racism way before coronavirus, way before coronavirus. And now with the coronavirus pandemic, they
Yeah.
are still blaming black people for it.
Mm, okay.
So I think this is really sad. And in your opinion, how do you think, because it's impossible to say black people should just leave China because they're facing racism. I don't
They,
think that is right. You can live anywhere you want to live, and just you have to be okay with living there. But in your opinion, how do you think Africans living in China should approach this situation of
Yeah,
racism?
yeah, yeah.
maybe Ayo can answer that question. Then I will listen. So I didn't hear her
Okay.
speak.
Yeah, like Evo said, it's going to be very difficult to say that people should just leave China because as human beings, the freedom that we have to explore our world is what truly makes us human.
Hmm.
So I feel the way, but when you are being threatened, when it's now a matter of life and death, I think it is wise that one leaves. If you're in a community, if you're in a household, if you're anywhere and your peace of mind is being threatened, you have to leave. That is my opinion. That is my opinion. If it's just mere mouth say or you're black, you're this, it does not mean anything because even with our friends, sometimes people insult. Oh, Ayo, maybe look at your head, it's looking like a coconut. So because my friend said or someone said your head is looking like a coconut, now I'll leave Nigeria. No, I will not do that. But
Yeah.
if you're telling me, oh, now I'm gonna run after your life, or I hate you so much, I can get hurt on the street, then I have to protect myself and leave that community. So if Africans in China are truly being faced with things beyond racism and now are faced with death threats and hatred and harm, they have to think of going somewhere else. Because if they die, they die. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and all those past 6 months, I was watching a couple of videos about law of attraction. I guess you guys are more old than me. I just turned to 23 years old, just the other day in April, and I feel like uh, they applied for visa. They gave them everything, but now I think they taking the African visa away from them also. Am I correct?
The
Chinese
visas,
people?
Yeah, taking the black visas from the people, from the black people. Now those the stores that they built up
Hmm.
oh,
In
okay.
China?
I've not
in China. Yeah,
in
I was
China.
watching videos on YouTube.
Wow, I've
Wow.
not seen that yet.
Okay.
Can you tell us more about it? No, I've not seen that yet. They were
Uh,
taking their visas or their passports. You
no,
mean
the
the police?
visas. The police, they're taking the visas and they're treating them very badly, like Ayo was saying. But like also the visas they're taking away. I guess put them on the
Wow.
street.
Wow. So they're like invalidating the visas they already have. They're notifying the visas.
That's what I guess. That's what I
So
guess.
that means they're taking them out of the country. So if someone don't want you, I think you should not want them too.
That's true.
And there's this. I also saw something like that happening in Malaysia. Like they put a banner in close to one of the stores that no niggers allowed.
1 second.
Uh,
I'm still here.
that no niggers allowed here in Malaysia. I saw that recently
Recently,
also in Malaysia. In Malaysia.
Okay.
that's
So
really sad. That's really sad. I think the way we view ourselves as Africans is the most important thing. When you have a natural sense of belonging to the world, nobody can make you feel inferior. So I just want Africans to be more empowered, to be more confident. If you were confident before, even more confident. And I'm not talking about the false sense of confidence because the false sense of confidence will be shattered once you face an opposition. I'm saying that true, genuine confidence that comes from within, that can withstand any pressure from the outside. So let us just be strong, let us be confident. Let us have this I don't care attitude. Like whatever you say, I don't care. I know who I am and I'm proud of who I am. Maybe.
Giano, I want to
Yes.
ask you a question. Can you hear me?
Shanado, yeah. But my real name is Marfo, but that's my second name.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Moha. Marho.
Marfo. Marfo.
Marfo. Okay.
Marfo.
Okay, so I want to ask you this question. A lot of people say this, or I've seen it several times. People say black people have no friends. We don't have friends. All we have are enemies. Do you believe this?
Um. Yeah, that's a very tough question. I think we have, but in every culture, me and my mom and my brother was talking the other day. She's sitting there in the living room, and we have friends, but every culture like hate us, I guess, and that's how they put it in our mind. That we have to
Mm,
hate each other, and also the Asians, the Arabs, the like you say Malaysia for no niggas allowed. I know AU or you. I don't know which
yeah.
one was saying that. Um, yeah, we have friends. I guess we have.
Okay. And also, people say that some non-black people only wants to embrace the black culture when we talk about Afropop, braids, and things
Like
like
this.
that.
Yes.
Exactly, but they don't want to be black.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I think that's an. Yeah, you have the. I'll put the video in the chat. A link.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. What's the video about?
About Indian people trying to be like black guys, black culture,
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
black culture.
Well, that's interesting. I think, yeah, what do they call it? Is it cultural misappropriation or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they say, oh, if you're white, you should not do braids. I don't. Then if you're also black, you should not wear a belt made in Italy. I don't think people should have any problem embracing other parts of other people's culture. The thing we should focus on is the genuinity behind their intentions. Once
Yes.
they are genuine, yeah, once they are genuine about, oh, I actually do like her, I want it. I should not do it because, oh, I want to look like her, because I should love looking like myself. I should love myself enough to not want to imitate other people, but I should be able to appreciate something if it's nice and I feel it's going to look nice on me as well. I don't think there should be any problem with that, really. I feel like the world sometimes we just make a mountain out of a molehill. These are just very little issues. We should actually tackle the underlying issues of the real racism. Okay, I see the link now.
Yeah, that's the link of the Indian guy. They're speaking also English, and you see something about black culture.
Okay.
Maybe the other
Okay.
people in the chat can check it later. So that's it.
Okay.
I was
Check
signed
it
on the
out.
days of July 2019, last year.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
So that's the question.
check it
Actually,
out
also to
after
your
the live.
question about the embrace our culture.
Okay. We'll check it out. Okay, we're wrapping up very soon. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll
Of course,
see
of
you
course.
again tomorrow because we're going live again tomorrow and discuss more
Yeah.
things. So thank you so much and greetings to your family also.
Yeah, I will. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you for coming on the call. Thank you.
Yes. So it's almost 1 hour.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we should be wrapping up.
Yeah, we should be wrapping up soon, but I just want to ask people in the comment section to answer yes or no. Trump called the COVID-19 coronavirus Chinese virus. Do you think this is right or not? So we're waiting for your answers. Let me say the question again. Donald Trump calls the COVID-19 the Chinese virus. Do you think this is right or wrong? Okay. Nasab Jabdullahi says he thinks it's right. But can you tell us why? Why you think it's right? Hmm. Mohar Jr. also says he thinks it's right for it to be called the Chinese virus. Okay, who else? Who else? You people should say the reasons why you think so.
Why you think he's right for calling it,
Okay. So guys, tomorrow we'll be discussing about French vaccination on Africa and
Yeah.
everything about it.
It's,
Why are they doing
yeah.
this? And
Mm-hmm.
are Africans the guinea pigs or the lab rats of Europe? Because Africa
And
has
it should Africa accept it or not? And if we're not to accept it, see, I don't even want to go into that yet. Just join us tomorrow,
oh,
because
yeah.
I'm already getting pumped for that topic. Honestly, I'm getting
Just
pumped.
join us tomorrow because I'm ready to talk about it, about why they think we're lab rats, if we're accepting the vaccines already, everything you need to know. And yes, that's it. Let me just give you
And
a
send our links to your friends. Send our links to your friends. Let them watch this video. Let them this recording. It will be saved after this. And also for tomorrow, invite your friends. Join in. It's gonna be, yeah, pumped.
yes. So
And if
guys,
you have any topic to talk about, any videos you want us to make, you can also leave the suggestions.
yes. So guys, see you tomorrow. And after this video also, I would make a scheduled video for tomorrow, so you can click on it to on the reminder so that you can be reminded of when to join. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm seeing a lot of your comments, and some of them are very interesting. Thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you so much for supporting us. See you again, same time tomorrow. Have a great week and peace out.
Peace out. Bye.
Oh, someone just wanted to join.